Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading Xiao Ex Listener by me. So let's get into it. Xiao wasn't always used to being in a relationship, much less being with someone so bold as to tease him always. Just being teased in general wasn't something that he got a lot. Perhaps it was when he was usually with Rex Lapis, or with Cloud or Tinner, or very back in the day with his siblings. But he can't remember any other times where someone has been bold enough to tease him. And yet here you were, a mere mortal who has stolen his heart and put it in her hands. And you were teasing him whenever he blushed, whenever he said something that you thought were quite cute, whenever he did anything of interest. You always took the opportunity to tease him whenever you got one. And Xiao, he got easily embarrassed over it. It was quite hard after all to get used to being in a relationship like this. Not to mention, he wasn't the best person when it came to adjusting. This was new. It was very difficult. And very, very shaky for him. This development is certainly not one he's seen coming. But he's trying his best. And you can certainly tell. And you know what? You totally think it's time to take teasing into a whole new level. Are you perhaps evil for that? Maybe. But seeing him blush, and seeing him even stutter sometimes, and be driven to do some things he may not usually do, is something that you love, and are quite fond of. Not to mention, it was very easy to get that reaction out of him. However, it may thicken his skin sometime, once he gets used to it. So the more you do it, the easier it will be to bear, and the easier it will be for him to tolerate more intimate things with you in the future. He still blushed whenever you kissed, sometimes when you cuddled for a bit too long. And you were trying with him, and he knew he was doing his absolute best too. But things like that, they certainly took time. And they were patient. Really, really patient. But this time, you had quite the exciting surprise for him. So, the surprising question was that you were going to wear a dress. A very short, very revealing one. Put on your accessories and do your hair. And try to look the most stunning that you can. And wait for him in your bedroom, waiting for a while, until some time has passed. That will make him have his guard down. And after an hour or two, suddenly, there is a very, very surprising noise from your room. You were moaning. No, literally. You had moaned out his name, loudly across the house. Once, twice, calling him over, while Xiao was just simply stunned outside. He was frozen in place for a couple moments before he decided that maybe he needed help. Maybe he was overreacting to the kind of noise you were making. Certainly it couldn't be that one in mind. So once he immediately rushes to your room and sees you in that dress, looking at him in a way that was filled with things that he just couldn't name, he found himself blushing a very deep shade of red, staring at you, while you just laughed at him. Oh, Xiao, you're really cute, aren't you? Come here. I want to cuddle with you a little bit. You haven't even come to kiss me today. It seems you didn't miss me at all. You say with a pout so hard-trying to resist, that he finds himself sighing in exhaustion as he decides that maybe it won't hurt if he sits next to you. And that's how it all starts. With something small, something completely unperceivable, and something that he thinks won't escalate. But it always, always does. As it is with you. Slowly, you begin to wrap your arms around him, kissing his cheek, while he just lets out a soft sigh melting into it while you smile softly and look over at his face. He was blushing quite a bit, but it seems like he's calmed down and eased into the hug, busying himself with not looking at you now, but thinking of how much he missed you and how much he wanted this. Because looking at you now, he knows you would tease him, or at least that's what he thinks. But suddenly, you stop all of your touches and cup his face in your hands, looking at him with a sincere look in your eyes. Hey, Xiao, please look at me, is all you say, for him to open his eyes and start looking at you once again, searching for something in your eyes, something that he doesn't find, and it makes him let out a sigh of relief. If it bothers you too much, or makes you annoyed, I won't tease you anymore. Really? You promise? I do. So please, I'm really sorry I teased you so much, and I'm sorry I did that just now, too. But I promise I'll be better. I know it's a sensitive topic for you, and I know I make it difficult, but I thought it would make things easier for us. But I didn't think that it would make you so shy, or so embarrassed. I want you to be able to be comfortable with me, Xiao. That's all I ever really want. And I'm sorry I may have made you feel otherwise. I truly am. You say, and his eyes widened at your confession. But then, out of nowhere, so surprising that it even shocks you into silence, he pulls you close and leans in for a kiss. And, as you stare at him for the first few moments, you immediately just quit staring and close your eyes, leaning into it and bringing him even closer. And that's the first time that Xiao even initiates a deep kiss, tangling his hand in your hair, pressing you close to him, with one arm around your waist, pulling you in, leaving no space between the two of your bodies. The kiss leaving you breathless once you pull away. And even though he's blushing, he smiles this time. Maybe it would be better if we don't tease, but I promise you, I will keep trying this anyway. And it's easier now, so you weren't completely wrong, he says with a fond smile. And even though you've agreed to change your ways, and you will keep it that way, you can't help but know that he was right. Maybe it wasn't really that bad, but hopefully what happens next will be even better for the two of you.